Hello guys, how are you all doing? This video is going to be in regard to one of the video that I did. I think it was the last one that I did, but I'm confused because I can't see any comment there anymore. Maybe it's not that one, I guess. But I remember this video I was talking about self-love and self-development and the benefit of that. Like why you should know your worth and how that's going to help you and guide you through life. That's why I like to talk about self-love, because I believe that once we master self-love, it's going to guide us. It's going to save us through certain things in life. You know, like if you know, you know. Just I wish a lot of people will learn how to love themselves no matter what happened. But I guess it can be challenging depending what happened. But in that video, somebody commented saying that how can someone love themselves when they come from a parent, a mother. I remember they mentioned mother, who always criticize their look and criticize whatever they did, they're doing, sorry. And that they just like don't know their word and the voice keeps singing and they just, it's hard for them to tap into the depth of self-love and master it because of these things keep singing. I remember commenting, telling the person that I'll make a video for you. But I remember also other people were commenting and trying to maybe tell them what to do and like to listen to some good affirmation and stuff like this. I remember, but like I said, I thought it was the last video I did. And now for some reason, I don't see any comment on the last video I did about self-love. But anyway, it might be another video, I don't know. But for sure, I remember telling the person I'll make a video for you. And this video is for that person or any other person who just want to hear this video. Thank you so much for some of you that are liking and sharing my videos, especially the last two videos I did. I really appreciate all the support for that video. This organization that I opened is about developing self-love and making the awareness of why self-love is important. And to talk about drug and addiction, especially for youths, but everybody, but especially for youths, to know the consequences of drug and addiction and why they have to stay away from it. Violence, self-doubt, just anything that is not good for you really, to save yourself and love yourself. Also, I talk about healthy eating. I like to talk about things like moringa, green tea, and the rest. For example, I was having moringa and green tea right now, which I sell the moringa powder. Thank you so much, like I always said, for all of you. So guys, let's start now. So, self-love and self-development depend what happened to you and what you've been through and what type of neglecting yourself that you are doing, or what type of criticizing yourself or harming yourself you are doing, or ignoring yourself. For example, me, I grew up, I was married very extremely young, before the age of 10. I was lucky. The person didn't do the thing with me, but I was still not so lucky because at the age of 12, I was remarried again, who ended up doing the thing for me, to me. And I used to hate it. It's a long story, but I have a lot of horrible marriages from a young age. For example, at the age of 16, I was married 4 times already. If you guys want me to make a whole video explaining my early marriage stories and how it led me to so many wrong marriages, let me know. But it's not easy. Not just when you've been through underage marriage and you don't love the person sleeping with you. It's like they just essaying you, you know, like I don't want to use the word, you know, essay? Sexual assault. But also it can make you doubt yourself. That's the truth. Essay in general can make a person doubt themselves. That's why I am also very vocal about essay to end all over the world for men and women, especially children. But also I've been through severe child beating. Severe child beating. Doesn't matter who is beating you, if it's their parents or your parents or whoever that is beating you, that is bringing you up, especially if it's your parents. It can make you doubt if they really love you, or it can make you think that you're not good. That's why you have to have that harsh punishment. Or it can make you feel sorry for yourself, or just thinking human can be very evil or human can hurt you. And all of this can lead to you doubting yourself, thinking maybe you're not good enough to have good humans to treat you good. But It's hard because if it's your own parent, it's hard for you to maybe see it like that. Inside your head, these things can ring and you can have these questions. Or sometimes they're there, but you never even really question them. But they can just make you behave or think in a way or treat yourself in a way that if you look inside, you will know that, oh, it's because maybe this is what my mind is thinking. Or maybe this is what my experience lead me to think like this. You know how sometimes you have some thought that you never really explain that thought in your mind, or I don't know how to explain it, but you will behave and do certain things that if you look proper, you will know that, oh, my mind actually think this or believe this, which is why I'm behaving like this. I hope you're getting me. Let me know if you get me. Yeah? But also, I've been through growing up with no school education. And lack of school education, especially in Africa, it can make you doubt yourself again. Because a lot of people in Africa, when they go to school, especially Gambia and Senegal, but I am sorry, it's just an African thing, they can use it to be proud and to look you down and to bully you and to belittle you that you're not educated, they call it. Because in their education is looked at a different way. Education is looked at like, it's looked at wealth, clever, just, it's looked at very different from abroad, you know, especially if it's Gambia and Senegal, like I said, because we still have many people there that are not going to school. But it's not just Gambia and Senegal that have a lot of children that don't go to school, which is why I am very vocal about children to go to school. And I try to put children in school with my organization. I always need donation and support and sponsors for children to go to school. If you want, I can introduce you to the children parent. You put them to school yourself, or you can put them to school through my organization, and I'll show you receipt and videos and evidence. But back to the topic. All of that can lead you to doubt yourself again and even lead you to have a lack of self-confidence and stuff like this. I'm lucky enough that I can speak English because Gambia was a English colonized country. That was one of the countries that UK was colonized. So people go to school and they learn English. Although growing up, I've never had TV, never been to school, no one in the compound, in the family was speaking English, don't have friends that speak English. But for some reason, I pick up some English from, I don't know, from the street or what, because I used to sell stuff on the street a lot for my mom. See those children you see in Africa, and they're selling mango, oranges, and peanuts and stuff like this, you know. I was like that, selling mango, oranges, and even corn, those corn that you burn or just sell the oranges to people. But I wasn't carrying it and walking around. My mom used to have a table, and that was where Isamari Cinema was. I think Isamari Cinema is still there, I don't know. But when they were building it, I was very young and I was still there. That was the time I was married to the first person that I was married to before I was 10. And I was still going there to help my mom to sell stuff. Growing up with poverty as well can make you to doubt your worth, because people look you down. People just can judge you and look you down and call you name and treat you really bad. I've been through so many stuff growing up. And with my older sister was disabled and she was in the wheelchair. And I used to push her and we go to the market or go to the mosque every Friday to beg for money because of poverty and stuff. All of that can lead you to doubt yourself, because Africa, again, when you're very poor, people can treat you differently. It's all over the world, but especially Africa. Again, all of this can lead to self-doubt and just don't know your self-worth. Plus, also, we all know a lot of parents are very critic with how they talk to their parents, especially many African parents. So my mom was also one of those people that can criticize you. But I never have too much criticize in my look, with my look growing up. But I do have it, because I was a big child from the beginning. And as I start growing older, my body was going down. From the age of 9, 10 going up, my body started coming again. So I was bullied about my look a lot as well growing up. But not mainly for, what am I talking about? My family used to call me big as well. Yeah, they used to call me name as well. But it was outside that call you name more. Like, I don't want this video finished without me giving you some tips. But if you want me to make another video and give more tips, let me know. What I'll tell you, or anyone that is watching this, and even myself, because I use this technique and it helped me. It's hard because sometimes you don't have people that is going to explain this to you, sadly. And when it comes to healing and learning self-love and self-development, everyone do it differently. For me, I see it like, for example, when I was young and all of these things happened to me, it's not because my mom hate me or people don't love me or I'm not worthy. It's just I come from a culture that they do that. They neglect women and children a lot. Learning that things that happened to me when I was young and I don't like it, I can't repeat that now or do worse to myself by neglecting myself. That changed everything. Learn to love yourself. You must